Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Fazley, and today I shall be presenting on newspaper presentation. Okay, one of the assignment under the course code of ADS653, Principles of Public Finance. Okay, so I shall be conducting this presentation, and this presentation is made for lecturer Dr. Nuliana binti Safian. Okay, so as we can see, based on the first slide, our topic is on Malaysia's 9 billion ringgit warship procurement. So we shall dive into this topic. Okay, so moving onto the slides. Okay, now on the introduction. Okay, so basically based on the summary, so it can be seen that the Malaysian government has paid 6.08 billion ringgit so far as of today to boosted naval shipyards in Bahar. Okay, for what? The purpose is on the purchase of 6 combat ships, in which 5 should have been handed over to the Navy by August 2022. Okay, so but none has been delivered. So among the highlights of this presentation, we shall dive into the issues and problems, also implications and recommendations, and finally the conclusion. So just the highlights that we shall also go through the scheduled delivery supposedly for this purchase. Okay. So now on to the issue and problems. So it can be seen that this issue first drew public attention in August 2020 during the tabling of the 2019 Auditor General's report in Parliament, in which this issue has been highlighted as it has been ongoing but kept silent. But during this session, it has been brought into attention, especially to the public. And then there are disagreement between two parties relating late fine payments and extended timeline for the project's completion. Okay, when we are mentioning on the two parties, it involves the government of Malaysia and also boosted Navy. Okay, and the government agreed to perform payment advance beyond the norms. Okay, why will you say this beyond the norm? Because based on the contract of this that has been awarded to boosted or BNS. Okay. The government has been acting beyond the normal norms, in which the percentage of, should we say, the percentage of advance payment that was made was more than the usual. Okay, as that we can see here, in which based on the Treasury Circular Note number 5 in 2007, in Article 55.1, bracket A, advance payment can only be made up to 35% of the original contract value, or at a maximum of 10 million only. However, as of today, 6 billion or 66.65% of advance payment has been made. So these are one of the decisions that was made by the government, which was outside of the normal norms in how the government usually conduct its activities. Okay, so moving on, BNS facing financial difficulties. Sorry. So when you are saying about facing financial difficulties, it can be seen that and has been tracked based on the audit that some amount of the advance payment made was not actually being utilized for the sole purpose of executing and ensuring the progress of the ship can be carried out and delivered on time. Instead, what has been identified and is that the BNS actually uses some amount of the advance payment for other purposes, in which they have other projects involved, and they have utilized the advance payment for other purposes, and still not focusing more or contributing towards the original purpose of the advance payment being made. Also, moving on. Okay, here are some also continuing on the issues and problems. As we can see, we focus first on the table that was shared. So basically, this is the scheduled delivery, and for each and every ships that was agreed upon. We can look through since the 1st till the 6th. The timeline a bit dragged due to the COVID-19. However, based on the schedule and the ability of the government to perform the payment, uh, by right, we are expecting BNS to commit towards the targeted scheduled delivery. However, on the right side, if you look into the current percentage of completion, it is way due past the delivery. There's one, but also you can see the current percentage of completion is way way out of its target. For example, even for the first ship that was supposed to be delivered before the COVID-19, which was on the April of 2019, as of today, the current completion is only at 44%. So this has actually been an issue that is being questioned, how actually BNS is conducting this. Okay, so the views for the end, we look at the first point, the views of the end user, which is the Navy, being ignored by the MINDEF and BNS, resulted in the change of design from Sigma to Go Week. Okay, so basically originally, okay, when the deal was first being made between the government and BNS, it was based on the demand and requirement by the Navy, who shall be the entity that shall use this facility ship. Okay, so originally the Navy requested the use of the ships, a Sigma type. Okay, Sigma and Going is a different type of Navy ships. Okay, and it serves different purpose. So the intervention by the government is actually affect the purpose of this purchase. Okay, and second, abuse of power and weakness in BNS financial management. 400 million of payment received not being used for project, as I have clarified earlier. So this is actually the amount out of the 6 billion that have been paid in advance. 400 million was used for other sort of purposes by BNS. So next, terms of contract not favoring the government, payment based on progress or activities or delivery not based on the actual progress of the project. Yes, that's why we can see as of today, how can the government release such advance payments to BNS without actually looking into the actual progress or on the claim. Okay, so these are among the issues, and also resulting why, because of the weakness of BNS in its financial management. Okay, as we can see how it utilizes the advance payment that was made earlier. All right, so moving on. So what are some of the implications based on this, the issues and problems that was discussed earlier? So not even a single ship has been completed and we handed over to the Malaysian government, which is something that can be questioned and is actually this situation is being observed by other countries, especially our neighboring countries such as Indonesia and other in the Southeast Asia. I mean, what our government has been facing at the moment also reflects the opinions and views by the others. And then next, failure to finalize suggested variation by the corporation and MINDEF respectively. And third, 6 billion or 66% of advancement has been made as of today. So it is actually a critical situation. It involves a lot of money at stake. All right. So what can be recommended based on this article that we have researched on, and also based on the summary that we have gone through, based on the issues and problems, and also the implications on that. So what are some of the recommendations that we can look into? First, the government should be transparent in explaining what went wrong with the Littoral Combat Ship, LCS project, as we are discussing, and declassifying the procurement and finance investigation report done under the Auditor General, Tan Sri Amrin Wang, says Transparency International Malaysia. Okay, so the government needs to be transparent. Okay, they are not really disclosing enough sufficient information based on this. Some people might even call it as a scandal. Okay, the government has yet to provide a clear insight towards the situation. And next, the defense minister must establish a threshold line over the Littoral Combat Ship project to indicate the project's failure as their last resolution. If you're not seeing an end towards this problem, then maybe it's best for the government to maybe consider that the project is a failed project rather than prolonging this issue, keeping everyone in questions, keeping everyone questioning what actually is happening in this situation. And also, what we can conclude is that the issue and cause of delay can be prevented should all parties play their part truthfully and with transparency. Okay. Yes, this is currently an issue, but what can we actually do in future to try at the very least prevent it from happening again? So transparency is a very crucial part in executing any kind of deals that the government would like to award to any companies, regardless of the companies being domestically or even internationally. Transparency is very important because it has been seen. Okay, because we will go through again why transparency is important based on the third point. But on the second point, the government should appoint a reliable party or company that is strong and stable financially. Yes, because in the working field, okay, this presentation for studying purpose, academically purpose, yes, but in the real world, when any company is engaging with another entity or a company, especially when it involves the transaction of money in terms of buying or purchasing or even selling, the company will assess the strength and capabilities of the other party so that they are aware that the situation that they are getting involved in. But it is sad knowing that how the Malaysian government uh, is able to appoint BNS without actually looking thoroughly or critically on the financial condition of the company. So it has led to this situation, and even the situation has been confirmed and acknowledged by BNS itself, right? And thirdly, the issue has greatly affected the good name of the company since the 1MDB issue. 1MDB has been an issue that was popular, brought up all the way through the Europe, United States, Wall Street, and everything. So this is another issue that can have that has potential to be even as huge as 1MDB. So previously, so it reflects how the company manage its resources because it affects us also as civilians. So the other countries out there that will be looking at us as potential investors for them to engage in business. So they will also take this current situation and current issues as a reflect on the decision that they can make or they will make if they either would like to consider Malaysia as part of a country that is profitable to them in foreign direct investments. Okay. Okay, so that's it to it from me on this presentation for ADS653 Principles of Public Finance for our lecturer, Dr. Noriana Mintasafian. So hopefully that this issue can be brought upon and also be highlighted in future, especially in 2024, so that we can have a clear understanding and also possibly and hopefully a solution from the government on how to really address and hopefully conclude on this issue. So that's all there is to it for me. Thank you for the time spent on this presentation, and hopefully it benefits us all as a whole. Thank you very much.